follow the stream from where the oak was grown. As you can see, we're still in the backyard, and that's because we're continuing on filming a lot of footage because we're going to be going on a family vacation and just want to get it all done. But in this video, that's not what we're talking about. We are going to finally plant up the ginger that we planted over the winter that finally sprouted, and we need to get it up potted. So that's what we're going to do. Before we get started, I just want to give a little disclaimer. This is the first time I've ever grown ginger, so I'm following other YouTubers' advice on how to plant it, and that's how we're going to plant it up today. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, I am so glad to see you all. Let's get planting this ginger, y'all. Okay, first I apologize, there's a lot of wind today, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Plus one of my neighbors, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but they're cutting the concrete out here in the front. Who knows? Okay, so we have 4 pots, and that's because we have 4 gingers that we're going to be transplanting. Now, I already started these. These are what are these called? These are called disposable bake dishes. I got these at Dollar Tree, 2 for $1.25. The bottom one has holes, and it's just to have a water reservoir, because these need a lot of water. As you can see, while they've been out here, they got a little hot, a little tipped, probably need a little more nutrients. So we've already put some of the Espona organic garden tone in here. Sorry, I had to think about what it was, garden tone. So all we're really going to do is transplant these 4 pots into these pots, water them in real well. They do require partial shade, partial sun, so we're going to move them up into the shade garden up front and let them grow up there. Hopefully they'll live their best life. So here we go. We're going to keep this as simple as possible. I'm just going to reach in, follow the plant, see where it's going. Oh, it's already got a lot of roots. Boy, look at that. Okay, so it looks like these might have grown into each other, so we're just going to gently massage them apart, just like this. Can you all see me doing this? Just go slow. Anytime you have a plant that has grown into the other one, don't worry about it. Just go slow. If it makes you really nervous to do this, you can put this in a bucket of water and it'll wash it all away real easily for you. So there we go. There's one. There's what it looks like, and we're going to plant it into this pot right in front. Now, because it's got some pretty deep roots, I'm going to go ahead and get her in there as deep as I can. Kind of bury that stem up a little bit too. And there you go. There's the first one. We're going to continue on. So there they are. All 4 are planted up. We did put 3 in one, and then 3 singles, and the 3 bigger singles in their own pots. So I'm actually, this soil is like really, really good soil. It's almost a compost. So I am gonna put it on top. If y'all don't remember my video about me talking about container gardening, and I'm talking about soil and soils that I get, this is Coast of Maine's tomato and vegetable potting mix, or container mix. So it's really good soil. It's got lots of good nutrients, and we don't want it to go to waste. Alright, this just like that. We only have one thing left to do, and that is to water it in really well. So let me know down in the comments, have you grown ginger? Are you growing ginger? Do you have any tips or tricks? The how-dos and the how-don'ts with it? I would greatly appreciate it. Leave it down in the comments for me. That soil was pretty dry, so we're going to wet it down pretty good. Get that granule fertilizer working. Give it some good nutrients. All right. There we go. Easy peasy. I hope you found some kind of value and learned a few little tips. Like I said before in the beginning, I am not an expert at growing ginger. This is the first time I've ever grown it. I just followed the tips from Gary over at Rusted Gardener on how to start the ginger. I bought this ginger over at Whole Foods, got an organic ginger. I think I got one. I just got a really big one. And I just followed his tips about looking at the ginger when you're buying it to see if it has any of the, what he called tips, and that's where the shoots tend to come out, and how to separate them. Put them in the soil, and then put that other pan underneath so we can water it, and it kind of is a bottom water kind of thing. And that was it. And I have to tell you, I actually thought I killed the ginger. It took months before it came up. So if you have ginger in soil and you've been looking at it going, where are you, just be patient. It will come up. It may not come up, but it should come up. Well, with that said, if you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification button, because new videos do come out often, and I would hate for you to miss anything. Until I see you in the next video, you all keep growing, and you take care of yourselves, and you keep your heads up. Bye-bye, y'all.